Hi everybody. Okay, so we're going to do a few things on this video. First of all, I made a list of all the people who left comment on the previous video for free reading. So we're going to do the raffle right now. And I'm going to show you a couple decks that I've gotten in the last 2 weeks that I thought were interesting. And I want to do a little VR to Maha's astrology and tarot. And basically, I'm just going to be here for the next hour talking to you. So just hang on. First thing we're going to do is the raffle. So the way I did it is, you can see I put everybody's names and there's a number to each one. On my phone, I'm going to use this randomizer. You can't see anything, can you? Okay, so believe me that there's a randomizer here, and I'm going to press the button. It's going to tell me it's from 1 to 13, and I'm going to tell you which number it chose. Ready? Number 1. And number 1, I know who that is. That's Maha. Maha, you won a free reading. Hey! Awesome. So I'll contact you and we'll make that happen. And I'm going to choose another one. This is pretty random. Number 2. Number 2 is... Oh yes, girl. Queen of Seth. Queen of Seth. I'm giving you a free reading. How cool is that? So I'll be in touch with both of you. And we'll get that done. That would be so much fun. Okay, so we did that. Now I'm going to show you some decks. So today I went to visit my friend Kathleen at Lilydale, one of my favorite places. Should call it the capital of woo-woo, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. And I went to a beautiful service at one of the churches there. It was very, very moving. My friend Kathleen was the speaker. And then there's a couple of stores there that I like to go into, crystals, decks, and of course this caught my eye, and this is called the Rainbow Warrior Activation Deck. I love rainbows, I love warriors, I love decks. What's not to like? This is by Justine Cerebrin, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, and Tracy Dunblazier. Yes, 52 cards. I think Tracy is the author of the book and Justine is the artist. And I'm going to show you a few cards. I already did a little reading earlier, but okay. So they're out of order. But what attracted me to this was the abstractness of the images. So, I mean, there's a number on the bottom. And in the booklet, it's very easy to figure out which image refers to what. I obviously can't show you cards and talk at the same time, so I can't even tell you guys if I'm loving this or not loving this, but I'm fascinated. And because my drawings are abstract too, I'm attracted to this. I think is the best. Yeah, that's Pizza in the background making noise. So if nothing else, I think this is just super cool and super interesting. And let me give you some idea of keywords. I was surprised by the keywords. I thought they were going to be a little bit more out there, but they're the usual: action, activation, air, alchemy, allow, ancestors, animal spirits, autumn, chakras, crown chakra, crystal spirits, darkness, divine intelligence, early summer, earth element. You get the picture. So it's stuff that we've all seen before in other decks, but very different artwork. This is the last card, which is sort of probably the most traditional. That's winter. I remember I checked that one out. But interesting. So I'll work with this and I'll report back if I have any brilliant realizations working with this deck. But I kind of like the colors. I like the abstractness. So it was interesting. The other deck, I got a few decks for my birthday, and again, it was just going to bookstores in New York and just seeing what caught my eye. And the thing that caught my eye, where's the box? Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. So I love crystals, I love tarot, so what's not to like here? I'll tell you what's not to like. The quality of the pictures. It's a little 70s for me. So as you can see, there's the title of the regular tarot and then the corresponding crystal on top. I did a few readings with these. Yeah, this is backwards. And it's nice. It's not bad. It's not good. It's nice. But I like reading through the correspondences list. Maybe I should do that quickly, just to give you an idea. The booklet is good. It's pretty easy to use. I mean, even just looking at this, King of Coins, Amber. Not sure about that one. 10 of Coins, Tiger's Eye. Not sure about that one either. I found that the major arcana was much more to my liking. So the Magician, Herkimer Diamond, I can see that. The Empress Emerald, absolutely. The Hierophant Diamond, not so much. The Lover's Ruby, I can see that. Chariot Sugilite, I can see that too. So again, it's sort of a hit or miss. I was hoping to have more hits than misses, but we'll see. I think I need to work with this a little bit more. But it was a cheap deck. It was like a little over $20, so it was worth the buy just to see what this author, who is, I should say that, right? A German guy, Helmut Hoffmann. That's his associations. It's an AGM deck. So check it out if you're into tarot and crystals and see if maybe the correspondences work for you better. I don't think I need to even open this deck, but I got this because the tin, I needed to see what the big hoopla about tins was, and I have to say I'm loving it. It's really sturdy. I love the size of the cards, the tiny cards. I love the artwork. And yes, it is Thoth based, but there's enough, hope you can see these. I guess there's enough common stuff between the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Thoth that I can read with these pretty easily. The words don't bother me. I just, if they don't make sense to me, I ignore them. Is that sacrilegious? And yeah, what I did want to point out about this deck that I really love is that each one of the entries starts with, for example, the moon linked with Pisces, or Seven of Swords, Sun and Moon in Aquarius. So it gives the astrological association. I believe this is Golden Dawn, if not Crowley's. And it's interesting. It's interesting to have that information so readily available. And yeah, that I guess ties to Maha's video about the association between tarot and astrology. So clearly there is more than just the major arcana associating with the zodiac. There's also like specific placements of certain cards in the zodiac. So it's another level. Yeah, you're hearing the cat going crazy. The last deck I want to show you, again, a little different. It's called Gods and Goddesses, and it's the Hindu pantheon. And I can't tell you why I got this, except I did, because I'm kind of curious. These are deities that I'm not, I've never heard of. So it's great because each card has the image on front with the name. So this is Shri Vishnu. And then on the back, there is, let me take another card. So you can see there is a mantra in, I guess, Sanskrit or whatever language that is. Then there's a meditation and a blessing on the bottom, which sort of, I guess, is the divination element. And I did a lovely reading with these, and I think the images are really, really beautiful, very detailed. Let me show you a couple more. Is this focusing? Kind of. Yeah, so some of these I know from the Ring Virtues decks, but a lot of these I've never heard of. So it's really cool and a beautiful deck to sort of get to know these guys from the Hindu pantheon. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. I think I probably have to think a little bit more about the connection I find between astrology and tarot. But this big sentence that I had to contribute to the conversation after watching Maha's beautiful video was, I really see it as archetypes. I see all of it as archetypes. And I think in one previous video I said it, I see it like a house with different doors. So if you look at the Emperor as the Emperor card as a house, let me rephrase that. We think of like the masculine principle as the archetype, one door would be the Emperor card, another door would be the Aries from the zodiac, from the horoscope. So for me, those are just different doors to the same. She doesn't want me to make this video. Different doors to the same archetype. So I think, like Maha said, like they really help us break into that archetype and understand the subtleties of what it represents. And maybe it's dangerous to get stuck, oh, it's just tarot or just astrology. It's really the entire construction, the entire complex of that archetype that is the fascinating thing. And what I'm finding through doing this, through writing the book to my card, yeah, PT is taking over this video, is that the thing that I'm trying to learn from all of this is how to get further into the house, not so much which door to use, but just to go in and see what's there, to investigate. So in another door that's just open because of Tarot Alchemist's beautiful recommendation for that book about karmic evolutionary astrology, it's another door in that now you're going into past lives and all the archetypes that are represented in the past life. So I guess that's another video. I should think a little bit more about what I'm going to say. So for now, 2 readings, one for Maha, one for Queen Aset. Hopefully these decks were interesting to watch, and leave me a comment below, subscribe, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.